In case you've been hiding under a rock, or if you're like me, you've been touching grass, Distortions Unlimited have released what is so far their 2025 Halloween lineup. At the moment, they're only static props, meaning they don't move. But I just thought I'd give a quick little review of each one, at least of what we've seen so far, and just sort of saying what I think about them. So coming up first is the Banshee Legend. Now this is a static version of the Banshee that was released last year, which when activated it would rise itself up and spray water at you and open its big wide mouth. Well, this is actually a static version like I said before, and it honestly looks great. Very detailed. A lot of these are extremely detailed. You can always expect nothing less than that from Distortions Unlimited. Great looking hair. I like the claws on her. The mouth sculpt as well looks really, really creepy and terrifying. Her eyes as well puts off a very creepy vibe. Next up, we have the Mummy Legend, and I think for a start, this is a really good corpse. And what I mean by that is, I think instead of it being a mummy, like a pharaoh or like an Egyptian, it's come off more like just another sort of zombified humanoid creature, which is fine because that's essentially what a mummy is. But for me, it doesn't really look like a traditional mummy. But then again, everyone has their own interpretation. I really like, again, the attention to detail. His face, his teeth especially look really cool. Very yellow. His eyes too are pretty cool. They actually look really diluted. And I also like the pose he does. Plus, it also comes with an optional heart that you can hold in its hand. So it looks like it's ripped out your heart, like how my ex-wife did. Otherwise, Mummy Legend, pretty cool. I would rather put him in like a zombie graveyard theme for me, my personal taste. But again, to each their own. Do whatever you want with it. Up now is the Wolf Spider, and I'll be honest here, it's probably my least favorite. Now I get a whole joke behind it. It's a wolf spider, wolf mixed with a spider.
Oh brother, this guy stinks!
But it just doesn't really do much for me. Like if I were to put it in like a haunt to try and creep people out, I doubt a lot of people would take it very seriously. And that's the sort of issue I have with this. Now don't get me wrong, Distortions can make really cool spider concepts, but man, I just really want just like a giant tarantula or something from these guys. Now don't get me wrong, again, the wolf spider looks amazing, great attention to detail, and the fur on the abdomen is really gross looking. But for me, the wolf spider just doesn't really do much. Going from my least favorite of the lineup to possibly my actual favorite, that being the Goblin Legend. Now the Goblin Legend is great. It's a goblin, which is first of all something we've needed for a while now, just from any company, but it's also just a quirky, goofy looking guy. Look at his face. It has a lantern, which by the way is really cool because instead of having to use a cord to power the light, you just use like 2 AA batteries or something like that. This is a great prop. I think not only would it work well in a haunt, it would work well for any type of Halloween event, even ones marketed to things like children, because of its appearance. It's very cartoony, which is, again, a testament to its goofiness. If I were to actually have the option to get something from Distortions this year, it would definitely be the Goblin. And finally, the last one of the lineup, at least all that's announced so far, is the Demon Legend. Honestly, for me, he sort of looks accurate. I think that instead of being too bright red, he's a right pinch of bodily, muscular flesh. He has a chain, yeah, he has a cape for some reason, but his horns look really cool and pointy. His outfit looks like something He-Man would have worn, but regardless, his claws, again, Distortions seem to be really good with their hands. Just an all-around interesting prop. I'm not sure if I would get him personally. I don't really do a lot of demonic stuff, at least not yet. Down the road maybe if they keep making him into the future, but Demon Legend a close second behind Goblin. And that's pretty much it for Distortions lineup, at least for now. There will undoubtedly be more releases come closer to Transworld, including some animatronics that will be new for the year. If you're going to Transworld, have fun, because I can guarantee you, even though I haven't been there myself, it would be an experience you won't forget. And also make sure to not only check out Distortions' booth there, but also other pro factories like Scare Factory and Poison Props, just to name a few. And if you have the money and you want to get something that's worth your buck, order it from Transworld, because I can guarantee you as well, it will, without a shadow of a doubt, be much cheaper at the show than later on. Other than that, that's pretty much it. This video might become outdated as soon as tomorrow, but until then, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.